It's the 19th of May 2025. This is a brand new edition of Newsfirst's Primetime News, coming to you live and direct from our Newsfirst studios here in Colombo, bringing you the news tonight for the Newsfirst team. I am Jaimal Ratnayaka.
And I am Harshini Pathirana. First off is a look at your headlines for tonight.
Every step toward peace and reconciliation must be taken fearlessly, says President at War Heroes Commemoration. IGP Deshabandhu summoned before Parliamentary Committee. Former Minister Mahindananda remanded over Chinese fertilizer deal. Parliamentarian Chamara Sampath and former MP Milan Jayatilaka enlarged on bail. UNP SJB talks led by Sajid. Discussions on forming local government bodies together reportedly successful.
In a top story for tonight, President Anura Kumara Dissanayake says that every step taken toward achieving peace and reconciliation must be pursued with courage. He made these remarks while attending the 16th National War Heroes Commemoration ceremony held at the National War Memorial earlier today.
The 16th National War Heroes Commemoration was held under the patronage of President Anura Kumara Dissanayake following his arrival at the National War Memorial. The ceremony commenced after the President's arrival, with attendees proceeding on foot to the memorial site. Commanders of the Army, Navy and Air Force, the Inspector General of Police and several officials from the Civil Defence Department were also present at the event. Former Army Commander Field Marshal Sarath Fonseca, former Navy Commander Admiral of the Fleet Wasantha Karannagoda and the former Air Force Commander Marshal of the Air Force Roshan Gunathilaka also attended the commemorative event. The ceremony commenced with multi-religious observances, followed by the official remembrance proceedings, which were led by the President.
Let it be known, loud and clear, we will not bow down to intimidation. Not now, not ever. We will only bow our heads to the truth. We will kneel only before humanity. We will rise in compassion. If we are to truly learn from our past, then we must be a nation unafraid to confront its own mistakes. We must be brave enough to look back not with hatred but with clarity. Our land has absorbed enough blood to stain generations. Rivers of blood have flowed across this country, and with them the cries of countless mothers, fathers, sons and daughters. We have witnessed the unbearable agony of war. We have lived it. We have bled through it. And if we are that people, we must pledge that such a nightmare must never return. If those are our experiences, we must ensure such a situation never arises again. We can only be victorious by fostering peace. We are ready to face intimidation courageously and take bold decisions to promote peace. To the brave soldiers and officers who have carried arms for this country, I say this with deep respect. You have always stood for the defense of peace. Continue that sacred duty. We must create an environment where our children do not have to live with the fear of war. It is an extremely tedious task, but one that must be done. Although it might not be the right time to say this, I must reveal that racial tensions are being incited in the north and south. For what? For power and nothing else. Ending the war alone has not given us total peace. What is total peace? Let us be clear. Ending the war was not the same as achieving peace. Total peace is something far greater. It is the absence of fear in every form. And right now, even as rain falls, people in this country live in fear. In 4,900 homes across landslide-prone areas, families worry with every drop of rain. Are we free? Whenever conflict erupts somewhere across the globe, we tremble, worried about its ripple effects on our fragile economy, on our livelihoods. Is that independence? How can a bankrupt nation call itself sovereign? Where is our sovereignty? We are a nation that has lost its economic sovereignty. That is the truth. We are a nation without economic independence. If we are to convert our motherland to a proud nation in the world, we must make this economic transformation. The rule of law must be established at whatever cost. The world must speak in confidence about our country's governance. We must build a nation free of crime and narcotics. We must create a nation without conflict. That is when our motherland achieves total freedom and sovereignty. It should not be a sentence on a piece of paper. It must be made into a reality. We will confidently say this. We love this nation unconditionally. It cannot be shattered. Neither can the love we carry in our heart for its people.
A 2-minute silence was observed in remembrance of the heroes who sacrificed their lives on the battlefield. Following the moment of silence, a ceremonial drum tribute was performed in honor of the fallen, with the participation of musicians from the Army, Navy, Air Force, Police and Civil Defense Department. The floral tribute ceremony at the National War Memorial commenced with President Anurakumara Dissanayake laying a floral wreath at the memorial. Following the President, former Navy Commander Admiral of the Fleet Wasantha Karannagoda, former Air Force Commander Marshal of the Air Force Roshan Gunathilaka and former Army Commander Field Marshal Sarath Fonseca also laid floral tributes in honor of the fallen heroes. Subsequently, Deputy Minister of Defence retired Major General Aruna Jayasekara and Chairman of the Ranaviru Seva Authority retired Brigadier Senarath Kohana offered their tributes. Thereafter, Defence Secretary Air Vice Marshal Sampath Thoyakonta and Secretary to the Ministry of Public Security Ravi Senaviratne paid their respects with floral offerings. Current commanders of the Army, Navy and Air Force also joined in paying their tributes at the memorial. Family members of the fallen war heroes who sacrificed their lives or contributed significantly for the sovereignty of the motherland also took part in the ceremony by laying flowers in their memory. President Anurakumara Dissanayake visited the Mihindu Seth Madura in Athidiya this morning to inquire about the health and well-being of the resident war heroes currently receiving long-term care at the facility. During the visit, the president engaged warmly with the veterans, taking time to speak with them and offering their well wishes. He also observed their artwork and creative projects, appreciating the efforts and talents of those undergoing rehabilitation. President Anurukumara Dissanayake noted that the 30-year conflict had left a lasting impact on the nation, with many from both the north and south suffering not only the loss of life but also severe physical injuries, including the loss of limbs and permanent disabilities. He reiterated his firm commitment to ensuring that such a tragedy is never repeated. The president also emphasized his continued dedication to the welfare and development of disabled war heroes and their families, stating that their well-being remains a top priority for his administration. The president also held discussions with the medical professionals and staff at the Mihindu Set Madura. Particular attention was given to identifying areas where medical and rehabilitative services could be further enhanced to better serve the needs of the veterans.
News First with the people.
Opposition leader Sajith Premadasa chaired a meeting today with representatives from the Samagi Janabalavekya and the United National Party. After the meeting, a joint statement from the General Secretaries of both parties confirmed that an agreement had been reached to form local government bodies where the opposition holds a majority in alliance with other opposition parties.
The UNP SJB meeting took place today at the opposition leader's office in Colombo and was attended by opposition leader Sajith Premadasa, General Secretary of the SJB Ranjit Madhuba Bandara, Lakshman Kiryala and Mujibur Rahman representing the Samagi Janabalavekya. Representing the United National Party were General Secretary Thalathathu Korala, Deputy Leader Ruwan Vijayawardena, Chairman Vajrabe Wardena and National Organizer Sagla Ratnayaka. After about 2.5 hours of discussion, a joint statement was issued by the General Secretaries of both parties. Excerpt of the statement.
A special discussion was held today between the Samagi Janabalavekya and the United National Party regarding forming local government bodies where the people have voted the opposition into a majority in the 2025 local government elections. During this meeting, policy matters were discussed and both parties successfully agreed to form power in these councils together with other opposition parties.
End of excerpt. Meanwhile, the Samagi Janabalavekya's management committee also met this morning.
We plan to finish all discussions by the end of this week because we have mostly completed talking with other political parties. Only a few small issues remain. The management committee has fully supported the leader and the party in taking steps to form councils where possible. We are focusing on the Colombo Municipal Council and moving forward with that.
This was a response of MP Dr. Harsha De Silva, who was leaving the opposition leader's office.
මම දන්නේ මම හිටියේ නෑ ඒ සාකච්ඡා. කවුද දන්නේ? මම දන්නේ දේවල් විතරයි මට කතා කරන්න පුළුවන් මල්ලි නේ.
කලමනාකරන සමුදු සාකච්ඡාවේ මොන කතාවද?
අර අපේ පක්ෂයට සම්බන්ධයෙන් ඒක වෙනවා.
ඒක තමයි වැදගත්. පක්ෂේ එකතු වෙලා යන.
නෑ මල්ලි ඒක නෙමෙයි ඔය. ඔය වෙන සාකච්ඡාවක්.
ලවාගෙන දින්නේ.
ඔව්. ඒකට මම නෑ.
කලකිරලා වගේ තාම.
මෙහෙමනේ ඒක දැනගන්න එපා මොනවද සාකච්ඡා කරන්න කියලා.
නෑ ඔබතුමා කැමති නෑ නේද එක්සත් ජාතික පක්ෂයත් එක්ක යනවට?
මොනවද ඔයාගේ කැමැත්තද අකමැත්තද මගෙන්?
The Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna announced that it was willing to support the appointment of chairpersons for local government bodies where no single party holds a majority.
There is no problem in those two parties forming alliances. We don't know if it will be under the leadership of Ranil Wickremesinghe or Sajith Premadasa. We are clearly working on the people's mandate. We should hold in-depth discussions about forming alliances. We act according to the public mandate in each respective local government body following a national election. In local government bodies where no single party has a clear majority, we are willing to support the appointment of a chairperson who commands a stable majority.
Newsfirst with the people.
For many years, Gammadda has been working to improve the lives of people, ensuring no one is left behind. Whenever challenges like poverty or lack of access to clean water came up, communities came together to find solutions. One of the key initiatives born from this effort has made a lasting impact.
The late Mr. R. Rajamahendran, who founded this initiative, played a crucial role in these efforts. Although he passed away in 2021, his vision continues to inspire and create positive change. Today would have been his 82nd birthday.
To honor his legacy, a new project was launched today to address the clean drinking water issue in Nagampaha, Anuradhapura.
Nagampaha, located in Galnavar, is home to Nagama City Sumana School, where 165 children study. A major issue they have faced is the lack of clean drinking water. The village is made up of 170 families from different communities living together in harmony. Today, a solution to their drinking water problem was provided, benefiting both the families in Nagampaha and the students of Nagama City Sumana School. This project was launched in honor of what would have been the 82nd birthday of the late Mr. R. Rajamahendran, the former chairman of the Capital Maharaja Group and the founder of Gammadda. In memory of his work, a flower offering ceremony was also held. The ceremony was attended by government officials, personnel from the education and police sectors, Navy representatives, along with the school principal, teachers, students and parents. The new water system being built for the community is being made possible with funding from Gammadda and technical support from the Sri Lanka Navy, ensuring that clean water will be available to the village for many years. Several commemorative events were held across Sri Lanka today to mark the 82nd birth anniversary of the late Mr. R. Rajamahendran. In Mihintale, an event to invoke blessings was held at the Ukulankulama school, where a water project was completed a year ago. The event was led by Venerable Ralapanava Aryadhamma Thera of the Doramadalava Rajamahavihara. In Monaragala, a Dhamma sermon took place near the water project at Thamwatha Shastraloka School, bringing together students, teachers and residents in a spiritual tribute. In Sinipura Kantale, a special religious ceremony was held to mark the 2nd anniversary of their water purification system. The event was dedicated to the memory of Mr. Rajamahendran, who spearheaded the project that brought clean water to the village. Residents of Digannava Kurunagala, who benefit from a previously installed water system, also paid tribute by organizing a Dhamma sermon in his memory. A Bodhi Puja was held last night in Karvulagaswava, organized by local families who benefit from a community water project. This ceremony was conducted at the Sri Bodhiangana Rama Temple in Uva Paranagama.
Saranang gacchami.
Later in the evening, another Bodhi Puja was held at the Nigrodha Rama temple in Parasangaswava, Anuradhapura, as part of a series of tributes. In Udugama, at the Alutwatta Sri Gunananda School, children and their parents came together to organize a merit-making ceremony to remember and honor Mr. Raja Mahendran's lasting contributions.
රාජ මහේන්ද්‍රන් මැතිතුමාගේ 82 වෙනි ජන්මදිනය මූලික කරගෙන
Religious observances were held today at several prominent Hindu temples across Sri Lanka to commemorate the birth anniversary of the late Mr. R. Raj Mahendran. A special puja took place at the historic Naguleshwaram Kovil in Kirimalai, Jaffna. Special pujas were also conducted at the Oddusudan Kovil in Mullaithiv, the Tirukoneshwaram Kovil in Mana, and the Koneshwaram Kovil in Trincomalee. In Chilau, special religious observances were held at both the Munneshwaram Munnainadar Swami Kovil and the Sri Bhadrakali Kovil. Meanwhile, a special prayer service was held at the Sigaram Jumma Mosque in Batikalo. Another special prayer was conducted at the Kotantiv Mohidin Jumma Mosque in Putlam. A special religious ceremony was held today at Yoshida International School in Savaskanda. It was held to commemorate the 82nd birth anniversary of the late Mr. R. Raja Mahendran, former chairman of the Capital Maharaja Group and the founder of Gamadda. The ceremony was conducted under the guidance of Venerable Banagala Upatissa Thera.
Today is the 82nd birth anniversary of this great individual. We all wish him peace in the afterlife. Wherever he may be, he is surely watching over this school. Many children are here, coming to school, learning. There is a great blessing on this land and these children.
Be a part of the Beach Rugby Carnival, organised by OTRFU on the 24th of May, 3 p.m. onwards at the Port City, Colombo. More information on 0777 3865 Media sponsor Yes 101, Legends 966 and TV1.
Inspector General of Police Deshabandhu Tennakon appeared before the committee appointed to investigate allegations of misuse of authority today.
Attorney Sanjeeva Veeravikrama appeared before the investigative committee on behalf of IGP Deshabandhu Tennakon today. The committee is being led by Supreme Court Justice Preeti Patman Surasena. Attorney Veeravikrama informed the committee that 17 out of the 23 allegations against his client are currently under examination before the Matara High Court. Therefore, he argued, the committee does not have the jurisdiction to investigate matters that are sub judice. He further stated that an interim injunction had been issued by the court while Tennakon was serving as IGP, and in such circumstances, the committee lacked the authority to proceed with a parallel investigation. Deputy Solicitor General Dileepa Piris, appearing on behalf of the Attorney General, rejected all submissions made by Veeravikrama on behalf of Tennakon. The Deputy Solicitor General maintained that the objections raised were without legal merit and asserted that the committee does indeed have the authority to conduct its investigations into the allegations against Deshabandhu Tennakon. He emphasized that the committee's mandate includes examining the charges against the IGP in accordance with legal provisions.
Colombo Chief Magistrate Thanuja Lakwali today ordered the remand of former Minister of Agriculture Mahindananda Alutgamage until the 26th of May. Mahindananda Alutgamage is a suspect in the alleged importation of a substandard shipment of organic fertilizer during the previous administration.
On Friday, the Commission to investigate allegations of bribery or corruption formally named former Minister of Agriculture Mahindananda Aluthgamage as the second suspect in the case and obtained a warrant for his arrest. In response, the former minister appeared in court this morning, represented by legal counsel. During the proceedings, Anusha Samanda Peruma, Assistant Director at the Siabok, informed the court that Aluthgamage had exerted undue pressure on the chairpersons of two fertilizer companies to issue letters of credit in connection with the controversial fertilizer shipment. She further disclosed that the chairpersons of the two companies had submitted sworn affidavits attesting to this coercion.
Former Sri Lanka Podujana Perumuna MP Milan Jayatilaka has been released on bail after being arrested earlier today by officials from the Commission to investigate allegations of bribery or corruption. Jayatilaka was granted bail on a surety of 1 million rupees. The arrest relates to allegations stemming from his tenure as chairman of the Pugoda Pradeshya Sabha. He is accused of authorizing an illegal land transaction in violation of established legal procedures.
The Badulla Magistrates Court today ordered the release of MP Chamra Sampath Dasanayaka on two personal surety bails of 1 million rupees each. MP Dasanayaka was arrested on suspicion of aiding and abetting the unauthorized withdrawal of 6 fixed deposit accounts belonging to the Uva Provincial Council from a state-owned bank during his tenure as Chief Minister of the Uva Province. The transaction allegedly caused a financial loss of 17.3 million rupees to the state. The Commission to investigate allegations of bribery or corruption filed the complaint under the Public Property Act, citing offences related to criminal breach of trust and misappropriation of public funds. On the 16th May, officials from the Commission to investigate allegations of bribery or corruption informed the Magistrates Court of the intention to file an indictment in the High Court against MP Dasanayaka upon conclusion of the ongoing investigations. The magistrate ordered the case to be taken up again on the 21st October.
Sri Lanka is set to host the joint 8th World Congress on Twin Pregnancy and the 20th Congress of the International Society of Twin Studies later this year.
The International Twin Congress 2025 is scheduled to be held in Colombo on the 10th, 11th and 12th August. A large number of international scholars, researchers and twins are expected to participate in this significant event.
We have convened this meeting to share the news about the joint 8th Congress on Twin Pregnancy, a global perspective, and the 20th Congress of International Society of Twin Studies, which will be held on 10th, 11th and 12th August this year in Sri Lanka. We consider it as a privilege, and we are proud about it, to have this Congress here. This Congress is very, very important because it's a landmark Congress in our history, because this level of Congress, in my opinion, is unprecedented. And the most significant thing is we have done twin research in Sri Lanka over the last 25 years through Institute for Research and Development in Health and Social Care. Ironically, only 10% of research come from 90% of the world, and 90% research come from 10% of the world, the high-income countries. So what we practice as evidence-based medicine particularly is actually evidence-biased medicine. So we are proud to say that we have done quite influential research in this country.
Coinciding with the conference, a special event titled Twin Talent Fest 2025, which showcases the talents of local twins, is scheduled to be held on the 14th June.
A media briefing on the 80th CISM General Assembly and Congress was held in Colombo today.
A media briefing on the 80th General Assembly and Congress of the International Military Sports Council was held in Colombo today.
I want to highlight that the sports, military sports, are a diplomatic bridge in between our nations. They cross borders without difference. But also, sport, it's a very important tool for the development of the youth generation. Our future leaders, our future military leaders, they are getting inspired by our military athletes. They are also our military athletes. We can provide to them some values that are related to the military and also related to the sport. We also give them the opportunity to go abroad their countries and to understand different cultures. And this way, we can have a better world with conscious mindset of the next generation.
The 80th CISM General Assembly and Congress will continue until the 24th May.
To coincide with Nakba Day 2025, the Free Palestine Movement Sri Lanka organized a one-time screening of the really powerful documentary film From Ground Zero yesterday.
You have no idea what you just walked into.
The Free Palestine Movement Sri Lanka hosted a one-time screening of the powerful documentary From Ground Zero yesterday. The film was shortlisted for an Oscar and had Michael Moore as its executive producer.
Look, I think it was quite eye-opening and very real.
I just wish this world becomes more human, because I don't see any kind of humanity. Thank you. That's all I get to say.
This was something different. It brought everything so much, closer to us. I think that was the most beautiful part of it.
It was just so captivating, and it gave me a different perspective to reality.
From Ground Zero is 22 short, real-life accounts from people in Gaza and Rafah who lived to share their stories. All funds collected will be sent to support the Palestinian filmmakers who made the film.
Former United States President Joe Biden's office said he has been diagnosed with an aggressive form of prostate cancer that has spread to his bones. Biden, 82 years old, was diagnosed on Friday after doctors discovered a prostate nodule.
A statement from former US President Joe Biden's office yesterday said the 82-year-old has been diagnosed with prostate cancer that has spread to his bones. According to Cancer Research UK, the cancer is a more aggressive form of the disease characterized by a Gleason score of 9 out of 10. This means his illness is classified as high grade and the cancer cells could spread quickly. Biden and his family are said to be reviewing treatment options. In the statement, Biden's office said, quote-unquote, while this represents a more aggressive form of the disease, the cancer appears to be hormone sensitive, which allows for effective management. After news broke of his diagnosis, the former president received support from both sides of the aisle. President Donald Trump wrote on his social media platform Truth Social that he and First Lady Melania Trump were saddened to hear about Joe Biden's recent medical diagnosis. Former Vice President Kamala Harris, who served under Biden, wrote on X that she and her husband are keeping the Biden family in their prayers. In a post on X, Barack Obama, who served as president from 2009 to 2017 with Joe Biden as his deputy, said that he and his wife Michelle were thinking of the entire Biden family. The news comes nearly a year after the former president was forced to drop out of the 2024 US presidential election over concerns about his health and age.
Indian authorities have arrested at least 9 people for allegedly spying for Pakistan in the aftermath of the Pahalgam terror attack.
Indian authorities have arrested at least 9 people from across 3 states for allegedly spying for Pakistan amid increased surveillance on espionage activities in the aftermath of the Pahalgam terror attack. At least 4 of these arrests were made in Haryana, 3 in Punjab and 1 in Uttar Pradesh. In a series of coordinated operations across multiple states since the start of India-Pakistan conflict, Indian security agencies have unearthed what they described as an elaborate espionage network working at the behest of Pakistan's inter-services intelligence. The arrest assumes significance following days of heightened tensions between India and Pakistan.
And that's a wrap of Primetime News for tonight.
Thank you for watching.
Good night.